Alright, welcome back everyone to more Elder Scrolls Online Morrowind. So when I walked up here, these guys were talking, the guy over here said that, boy, Red Mountain sure is looking active today, or something like that, and then she told him, pull yourself together, you're a buoyant armiger for Vivek's sake. Kind of amusing. So let's go talk to Vivek and continue on with this main story.
As a god weakens, so too does his city suffer. I know my people grow fearful. Even the Archcanon is distressed. But the energy that remains to me holds the moonlit in the sky, at least for now. So what news does my eyes and ears bring to me?
At least you put your other foot down on the floor. We discredited Chodala as the Nerevarine, but he escaped with Sunara.
How this upstart Ashlander learned to attune Sothasil's tool confounds my understanding. And he dares use my power? Still, your help is appreciated. Every strike and parry takes us one step closer to ending this threat and restoring my vitality.
More heavy armor, of course.
Due to Lord Vivek's condition, it falls upon us to find a solution.
Hello.
Lord Vivek must conserve his remaining energy, so we need to solve this problem on our own. It all comes back to Chodala. That damned Ashlander's draining the warrior poet's power. We need to stop him and get that damned staff.
Sunara makes Chodala invulnerable. How do we circumvent the staff?
How should I know? That's not a skill the Tribunal teaches.
You're a big
Turn
help.
to Barrelzar's tower and get Sothasil's former apprentice to come up with some kind of countermeasure. I'm sure he knows more than he's told you. I do have one concern, though.
Just one concern?
You see right through me, Outlander.
Yeah.
I have more worries than a Kwama queen has eggs. I'm talking about Chodala's sister. Seren claims to want to help, to want peace, but I don't trust her. Seek out Barrelzar, but be wary of the Ashlander's sister.
I'll return to Belazar's tower and see if he knows how we can circumvent Chodala's staff.
We need to stop Chodala, and to do that, we need to find a way to overcome the device he's wielding. Find Barrelzar and make sure that crazy mage provides you with something we can use to save Lord Vivek.
Can we be certain that the staff is required to save Lord Vivek?
Is the bull sure it can bed the Betty? No. But by all accounts, we'll be better off with Sunara in our hands and away from Chodala. That won't be possible, however, as long as the Ashlander remains impervious to every attack.
He paints such a lovely picture, doesn't he not? Why don't you trust Seren?
The female Ashlander? Well, if that wasn't enough of a reason, remember that she's also Chodala's sister. Blood sings to blood, as the warrior poet so elegantly put it. Be wary of that one, Outlander. She'll stab you in the back, mark my words.
You guys just don't trust any Ashlanders. The same way they don't like you. Why does Vivek's condition threaten Vvardenfell?
Vivek loves this land, and the land loves him in return. He's always had a special bond with Vvardenfell. Is it so hard to believe that Red Mountain reflects his suffering? Beyond that, there's also Bardau, the moonlit that floats above us.
Tell me about Bardar.
Lord Vivek's intervention stopped the moonlit from crashing into the city. He holds it above us by strength of will. But as he weakens, so too does the power that keeps the rock afloat. If Vivek's energy wanes further, it would spell disaster.
Right, so he holds that giant piece of rock above us to keep it from crashing into Vvardenfell and being a horrific disaster. Why couldn't he have just, kind of used his powers before he got a week from this little catastrophe to like, I don't know, and we destroy it so it wasn't a threat anymore. Of course, that story's already been told, right? I have not played hardly anything of Elder Scrolls 3, so I don't really know the story, but from what I've heard kind of vaguely people talking about, you know, and the fact that, you know, we already know that Red Mountain erupts all over the place. Thanks for that. I mean, we were handling it pretty well, but you know, I always appreciate when other players help you out with things.
Is someone up there? I could use some help down here.
Of course. It's dark in here.
Hurry, please. I have a natural aversion to danger.
Hunger, man. These things are vicious. Wipe my feet. Alright, yeah. Through the door. I'll steal all your stuff real quick. I don't mind if I do. Yep, you guys go on talking to him. I'll just grab everything in sight. Apparently, except for that one. I do really like that they've added bathtubs. Hopefully that will be a thing that we can add to our homes. If it isn't already something we can collect. I think I heard some people in Zone Chat talking about, like, you can, like, get the new crafting stuff for furniture, but you can't actually craft it yet or something. Maybe it's probably because they're, like, making us wait out until the game actually releases.
So hard to concentrate and maintain schedules when interruptions constantly occur. Don't they know the Great Gear never pauses in its rotations? So that was you up there. I appreciate the assistance. Daedric entities can be very unpredictable.
Why were Daedra attacking you, Barlazar?
Logic has very little place in the behavior of Daedra, my hopeful associate. Studying the fabric of reality does tend to attract unwanted attention. But these creatures appeared just before you entered my tower. I wonder, why have you returned?
I located Sotha Sil's tool, but it's been altered to steal Lord Vivek's divine energy.
Ah, a modification of my master's old experiments, turning a simple tool into a dangerous weapon. Ingenious! Even,
Don't be so
yes,
impressed.
but also quite brilliant. A tonal inverter should counter it. Uses sound waves to temporarily disrupt the flow of energy.
Do you have a tonal inverter I can use?
No, of course not. I just
Right.
invented it. I need proper components to build such a device. My hirelings scour the land for materials all the time. Here's a list. Head out the back door and ask them to direct you to these common dwarven components.
Oh, a fetch quest. We always love those, don't we? Where can I find these hirelings of yours?
Hirelings? Yes, they worked for me, before they quit, ungrateful netches. Still, I paid them well before the pistons slipped their alignments. They should know where to find the components. Last I heard, Snorfen and the others were in Molag Mar.
Do you think that Daedra will return to trouble you?
The situation is wound dangerously tight, but I believe the gears revolve around you. Once you leave, I should be perfectly safe. Or at least as safe as I ever am in the midst of all these experiments. You, however, stay vigilant, my friend.
Right. Can you tell me more about these components you need me to find?
I could, but I won't pour 5-year-old Flynn into a cracked decanter. No offense. Suffice it to say, they're fairly common as far as Dwemer components go. Use the list and talk to my former hirelings. I'll build the device the moment you return.
Right then. Back door. This is a trap door, not a back door. There's a difference. Okay, let's see. Oh look, we're in the middle of nowhere. Shrine of Azura. Yes, let's totally go grab that. We like Azura. She is nice, right? Mostly. For a Daedric prince, at least. Apparently I can steal from the urn. We got quite the little... Well, let's get rid of that. Quite the, yikes. Run to get back there. Oh, hello. Why would you guys put that up there? That doesn't seem like a good spot for that. I mean, how often is somebody gonna be way up there to be able to get to it even? Ooh, no things to loot. Oh, hi. How's it going? Gosh darn it, I found the deep spot. Yeah, I think we're gonna run into a deep spot no matter how we went about that. I think there's a way up over here. Yep, here we go.
If you're another pilgrim looking for charity, I suggest you move along. I have neither the time to waste nor the gold to spare. I'm currently between employment, and my own funds have become dangerously depleted.
Belazar sent me to talk to you. I need to find the items on this list.
Let me see that. What's that crazy mage need this time? I suppose you could find a manual clockwork shaft in the Nichu-left ruins. But I'd avoid that place if I were you. If the roof doesn't collapse, the constructs will rip you apart.
Oh joy. Belazar needs it to build something important. So tell me how to find the manual clockwork shaft.
If you insist. Deep in the ruins churns a big machine. When I was there, it sputtered and vibrated, collapsing parts of the ceiling. Lava and rock fell everywhere. You need to get past that and some nasty constructs to retrieve the item.
Lovely. Why don't you work for Belazar anymore?
That mage is a menace. Oh, he always paid well, but the places he asked me to go, each was more dangerous than the last. And if I had to hear about the Great Gear one more time, for my own health and sanity, I had to break ties with Barrelzar.
Everybody says it different, so I shouldn't feel so bad about never being able to pronounce all this stuff, right? Because even the voice actors are always saying names of places differently.
Damned vampires. I'll find a way to make them pay for what they did to my brother. I swear it on the tribunal and any Daedra willing enough to listen. What do you want? Can't you leave a person to her anger and her grief?
Nice dress. Belazar said you could help me locate the items on this list.
He did he? Let me see that list. Well, the crazy old mage always said there were no coincidences. The inversion conduit. I saw one in Galome Deus, right before I barely escaped from those damned vampires.
Well, that sounds promising. Tell me about these damned vampires.
Eager to become cattle for the bloodsuckers? The Burn clan killed my brother. Damn their eyes! The item you seek was in the manufactory, but you'll need a control rod to get a dwarven spider to unlock it for you.
Why did you stop working with Belazar?
Because the mage wanted to send me to the far side of Vvardenfell, and I need to remain here. I'm not going anywhere until I make the Burn clan pay for what it did to my brother. If you can kill some of the bastards, that'll be a start.
Right. I love how the quest text actually had us say damned vampires too. That amuses me greatly.
I feel like such a puny snowback, hiding here in Molag Mar. But you don't want to hear about my troubles. What can this broken Nord do for you?
Belazar sent me to talk to you. He said you could help me find the items on this list.
Barrelzar. He's the reason I'm a shattered man, doomed to become a cowering sheep like the rest of these pilgrims. Alright, let me see that. Arkanthungstordoms. You can find a Sonen's generator there, after you deal with the steam trap.
What's that about a steam trap?
The cursed contraption. I almost had it figured out when a ghost floated up to me. No problem, I think. But then it enters a Centurion. Ghost machines. No sane Nord can fight ghost machines. I dropped my notes and ran as fast as I could.
You left your notes and... blah, blah, I don't even know how the voice actor can say that. The drummer ruined place because of a few ghosts.
Not just ghosts. Ghosts that possess dwarven machines. I'm through working for that crazy old mage and his clockwork monstrosities. But if you want to get past the steam trap, find my notes and follow the directions.
Right. And I'm gonna guess that these things are spread out to the far reaches of Vvardenfell. Yeah, there's one there, one way up there, one way over there. Yeah, okay. Seems like it's gonna be one of these episodes where I'm forced to break it up into bits because everything is all over the place. Well, I'll pause it here and pick up when I get to one of these locations. Probably go for this one because it looks the closest to a way shrine. See you guys in a bit. Alright, picking back up over this first place. Well, just a hop, skip, and a jump across that little lava pool from where I came from. Hope I didn't burn my boots too bad. Yeah, this place looks pleasant. And the fact that we haven't run into anything yet. Yeah, there's one guy. I was gonna say, says if there's a decent amount of other people in here doing it, or at least, there's somebody else in there doing it. Yeah, that's so much to read, and probably a lot of it's like crazy
The
stuff.
spider won't give me its treasure, dear brother.
Allow me, my sister. This should open a miserable construct like a ripe fruit.
Oh, well, thanks guys. That's pretty darn hilarious. Yo, spider face. What? No, not that. The spider. Oh, I guess it's kind of awkward because we have to go into spider. What, do we have to find the right spider or something? Find the right spider, the one that's not going to try to bite us in the face. And the one that's not going to fall apart when it tries. And you can't do it at the same time as somebody else, so yeah, that's gonna make this a pain in the butt. Alright! I got the right one! Hurrah! I wonder if that's random or if it's always that one. Why are you sneaking, dude? You're not trespassing. Looks like we just missed out on the fight that was in here. I still may need to tweak the position of my my buff and debuff stuff with regards to where they are and how they cover up the synergy. It's so hard to get that right when you're not seeing that exact stuff on the screen. Because there's a tomb over here, I think I'll head over there and grab that, and then pick you guys back up when we get to the next tomb. Alright, guys, picking back up here, and this one is actually a delve. So, there should probably be a sky shard in here. I had to go back to town, my inventory was all full up. A lot of which was the ancestral tomb rubbings. Look if there's actually any reason to go over there. I'm assuming that that marker is actually what we're here to get. Is there like another quest in here? Oh, hello. Ah, okay. I gotcha. This delve is actually the location of one of those daily quests I had. shortcut. Just kind of wondering if I actually needed to kill this thing. I think my bear's fighting something. It's not. There's nothing over there. Damn this confusing place. Everything below. Oh, there's the sky shard. Yeah, that's buried below as well. Am I gonna need to drop down? Because didn't we just... we like just went back up? I'm stuck on the rocks, stuck on the rocks. Not cool. God damn it. Alley-oop. That just did me absolutely no favors. This is like, god damn it, where I started from. Oh my god, this is gonna be a huge pain in the ass. What if I just jump down here? Hey guys, what everybody's standing around for? What core below? Sitting here playing a little tune. Is this like where the boss, where this place spawns? Are you guys hanging out in here for a reason or no? I'm thinking maybe not. But I'd hate to be like, it's the boss of the place and I run off and see, yikes. Will you jump? think we gotta wait for a respawn in here. What? I think it's above us that the fighting's coming from. That was the boss. Oh, we don't want... We want to collect this other rubbish. Which is like all over the goddamn place. Well, thank you for updating that so you can get that up here at least. The rod is right over here. Get on the pipe. Get on the pipe, lady. Can't see through the damn background. And of course, you also can't jump for crap in this game. Thank you. Because if you're next to something, it's like, oh, nope, you're gonna get hung up on it. Here. If I go through here, is it gonna screw me of being that? Maybe it'll just bring me up to a higher level. A hallway. Okay, you're probably actually supposed to come through this the other way around. So let's just run back down here. We got the bit we needed from that. Just have to wind our way back through this annoying ass room. Alright, we need to go up here. Follow this path? I was on a path, sort of. Kinda. No, that's not actually a path. Right. The path must be above me somewhere else. Yeah, that was helpful. Did a crap for the damage. Okay, I'll help you guys out. I've killed these things like how many goddamn times now? Trying to figure out how. Or can I not get back up from here and have to go all the way around? It looks like people jumping off of things to get here. Yeah, I think that is the case. God damn it. Like you can't get back up. Your only choice is to go through here and holy crap, guy. Oh boy. They couldn't have made this place more annoying if they tried. I need something through here. A couple of things through here. Yeah. Back in this nonsense again. Everything's below. Aha. Okay, then I just need to get this for the quest that we actually came here to do. Which is still down there somewheres. She was waiting for me to attack. Alright, let's wind our way through this goddamn annoying ass place. Holy moly's. And the biggest problem is, you know, it's a 3D environment and you have a 2D map. So it's like hard to find where your paths are that you need to actually take. Plus, having two different quests in here didn't help at all. It's above. Let's just go back up the way we came. That'll make things easier. Instead of trying to wind our way through this place. To go back out the way we were, like, you know, supposed to. The way we would have been if we hadn't already gotten all of that stuff. I'm not here. I just think that, oh, I would fight it, but, you know, it's like I think we've spent quite enough time in here as it is. My goodness, that place is a maze. have a little look at our map. Yeah, the next one, I think that's the last one we need. Yeah, that's the last one we need. It's way up here in the middle of nowhere where I haven't been. So it's gonna be quite a run, so I'll pick you guys back up when we get over there. Okay, this place was a bit of a chore to get to. Trying to figure out how to get up here. Probably because I got the ancestral tomb shrine thingy and a sky shard that was like below this area. So it's like, yeah, how do I get up there? It's like, yeah, okay. Put a marker on the road, try to find the road and climb up. Alright, I'm pretty sure that there's a component that crazy Balzir wants in the locked dwarven chest in the center of that final chamber. The active furnace vents are a problem though. Every time I try to get close to the chest, the fire burns and keeps me back. Looks like I need to figure out how to close the furnace release vents. Now, if those damn constructs and the damn ghosts will leave me alone for a few moments, I should be able to work this out. Seems to be 3 valve controls connected to the vents. Should be simple enough to use the valves to close the vents so I can open the chest. I think they're a big cheat. I want to head this way. I don't have stamina for running through this place like crazy. Is this place actually... Oh, I guess it's just for this quest. It doesn't even have a map marker. Wanted to check to make sure there wasn't any kind of boss that we were supposed to do or anything. There's something behind here though. Just wanted to discover it. I'm cool now. Let's see, we gotta go give that stuff back to him, so... Yeah, save time since this is already gonna be quite a long episode. I'll pick you guys up when we get back there.
Remember, the components for the tonal inverter. Were you able to acquire them?
Sorry about that, guys. I almost forgot to start recording after getting here. Yes, I recovered the Sonsens generator, the inversion conduit, and the manual clockwork shaft.
Impressive. I thought I'd never see you again. That's what usually happens when I employ hirelings to acquire rare and exotic items from dangerous locations. Well, the great gear doesn't dawdle, neither do I. Hand them over and I'll get to work.
Here are the items you requested.
One tonal inverter coming up. Connect this, tighten the spring. Don't explode.
Lovely.
Almost done. There. Do you like it, my latest creation? I call it the tonal inverter. Did I mention that already? No matter. It should counteract Sotha Seal's modified staff, at least momentarily. I assume you know how to use this, correct?
No, I don't know how to use the tonal inverter.
Of course you don't. I just invented it. Honestly. You
You're the
won't
one that
use
said
it
it.
anyway, not if you plan to fight the one who wields Sotha Seal's staff. Almost impossible to operate the tonal inverter while also engaged in battle. It's too cumbersome.
So how do I use it to counteract Sunanra?
The Sunara, the
Sunara.
Blessed Staff? I suppose the name fits, sort of. You'll need someone to assist you, someone you trust. Oh, not me. Too busy, too fragile. But using the tonal inverter is definitely a two-person activity.
So I get my Ashlander friend. Huh, somebody actually just said the answer to the original puzzle you came here for. Yeah, I totally googled a picture of the rainbow. It's like, I can't remember the color of colors in the exact colors that are in a rainbow and the order. Is the tonal inverter hard to use?
Easy as scrib jelly pie. One person operates the controls to generate the sound waves. When it reaches the proper pitch, you activate the inverter and discharge its energy to disrupt Sunara's power. Temporarily. Here, I read you instructions.
Yeah, okay. Thanks very much. I'm getting hung up on the walls. We have to go back to Vivek. Alright, in that case, I'm going to call it an episode here. It's been quite a long one with all of this running up back and forth, to and fro. So thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.